Ah, right. Wow. I'll be dang. OBS actually saved my settings today. Not bad. What's up, my peeps? Well, a couple days later, and as you can tell from my background, I have a Neo. I got the Indigo 512 Touch ID, and yeah, I gotta say, I'm so far, it has met my expectations, which I kept very low, and then some. I mean, my goal again when I got this Neo was to mainly test it for my friends, possibly, down the road here, and them needing laptops. But then also, I want to replace my iPad Mini 7, which, I was trying to make a iPad work as a MacBook, and let's be honest, it just doesn't work. iPad OS is the limiting factor, like I said before, and I don't think yeah. If you like iPads for the touch interface and pen input, you're good. You don't need a Neo at all. But if you're like me and a type that's like trying to do productive stuff on it and not get frustrated with just basically managing 7 files in 7 different folders, you need a MacBook Neo. So basically, what I did, I initially, I admit it, I'm an idiot. I set this thing up like twice. First time, I tried to go through and restore my time machine back up from my M1 Max I'm using right now, and it didn't work because that's the downfall of Apple's Time Machine Backup and Migration Assistant is that you can't really restore bigger upgrades on smaller machine hard drives because you can't selectively choose what folders not to copy over. So like my user folder had, oh my God, 1.5 terabytes of data. What up? How you doing? Nitrivi? Yeah, that's a cool name, yo. Um, So yeah, like I tried to restore my time machine backup and it literally just gacked out because I have a 5 terabyte hard drive and then my M1 Max is a 4 terabyte one. So yeah, did not work. So I ended up doing is then I'm like, okay, well, fine, whatever. So I literally like reset it completely again and started all over and just went from scratch. Actually, I used my iPad I restored it from, transferred from my iPad so my iCloud stuff would all transfer over easy. And then basically once I did that, I went in and manually launched all the Apple apps to start pulling on all my data because it's a lot of data. I have a 2 terabyte iCloud plan that I pay for, and it's worth it, in my opinion. It's the only thing I pay for service wise, and it's worth it. Like what you get out of it, especially because I use the custom domain and email aliases. So my little side tech company I have for fixing people's computers, I don't have to have GoDaddy or anyone now. I just use that. So, but anywho, back to this sucker here. This thing is, I mean, here's the thing. This color, indigo blue, it is awesome. I mean, look, you can see right now how it changes blue to different lighting effects to like space gray. Um, if I wasn't streaming from my M1 Max right now, I'd pull my Max off and give you a comparison. But like if I'm in incandescent light over on my condo and put this on top of my M1 Max that's in space gray, it looks space gray. But then if you get a little like light on there, you get the blue. But this thing, like, yeah, this feels like a MacBook Pro, like a MacBook Air, MacBook Pro. I mean, it's excellent. Speakers, like I don't listen to speakers much, but they're good. Like I've used a lot of crappy Windows machines and even decent like Windows machines recently, and no, that like sound is crazy good. Touch ID, well, I just like was gonna use my finger to unlock it, but I ended up realizing that I have, Apple Watch. So if you don't have the money for Touch ID but have an Apple Watch, just get the base model then if you don't need storage because this will just, unlock your device right when you're near it. Same with like anything you have. So what up, Crow Watch? Hey, you're back. What up, dude? I promise I won't get all sappy and cheesy today. I'm not going to drink any beer. Oh my God. I was so hungover the next day after that. I had to go watch my streamcast, my podcast, to make sure I didn't like do anything super cringy, which I do. I'm just not I'm cringy. Like I always preface everyone, anyone that watches, which I'm amazed. Um, I'm not a good YouTuber. I just talk off. I just talk. Like I have no script. Like you saw last time I tried to have a script and it failed. But So what's up, Crow? How's your MacBook Neo treating you? Good so far? Let's see here. I was gonna do this. I didn't set up my controller yet because I was trying to use this 8-bit do one, and it is crap. So hang on. Oh, makes like feel like you're part of the team here. I know I should have did a better setup with another camera, but yeah, I've basically been running Switch games on here. I've been using a combination of Ryujinx. I'm not sure how you say it. It's been discontinued after the whole Nintendo DMCA takedown stuff. I used like October 2025 version, and it runs decently. I haven't tried any heavy games. I've been doing really cheesy light games because I know they work. So like I was running. Let's see here. I like to run that game. I hate to admit it. Cat Quest 3. It's my little like. It's such a cheesy simple cat pirate game kind of thing. But yeah, it's just like it's I call it my comfort game. But yeah, I ran that. That ran solid 30 frames per second. Mario Kart actually ran 60 frames per second. I didn't get a chance to test playing it because I didn't have my pretty pink DualSense set up yet. But I did have my 8-bit do, and that worked decently. But I had issues though using the Eden emulator for Mac OS. It just got released like I think this last month. So they've been working on that forever. And I cannot get my controller inputs to work in that emulator. So, oh, the battery? Yeah, I mean, depends on what you do with the battery. The first day or two, it's going to be kind of crappy because it's all the indexing that's happening. And I saw that happening like as I was setting mine up. I mean, I got the 512 version. You know how much free space I have right now? 151 gigs only because I'm a freak and I have like 60 gigs of music in my iTunes library and music videos and all my Switch game backups. Wink, 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 wink. Yeah, I threw on Steam. No, okay, should I try firing up No Man's Sky here? Actually, I don't have a controller, so it's gonna be. I guess I could be not lazy and try to. Hang on. Oh, these stupid prompts you get right away about every network thing. So yeah, so I have No Man's Sky Steam version, and here that I'm back, but I'm not. Yeah, isn't that weird? It's like it's OBS, man. OBS has been causing me some weird ass crap lately. So hopefully I'm back. But I'm afraid if I open my Neo, it's gonna take over again. Anywho, um, I'll just do a separate video on. You know what? Who cares? I know how to get back now, so let me quick. Oh, I was gonna use my. I just turned off Bluetooth on here now. I think is a good idea. Yeah, it's funny how freaking good this is. Okay, there we go. I'm still live. I still got a game playing. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we can do it. Now we can do it. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, if I was smart, I'd have this all streaming over my network, and but yeah, it's. Oh, I mean, just let's see here. This is I do not play like this, but let's just walk around. 25, 34, 31. I mean, this is supposed to. I mean, it looks good. Like that looks really good. I mean, got online going. Someone's at the mission, dude. I mean, that's as a No Man's Sky guy. Like this is like very playable. Like, hang on, let me try. Oh wow, I'm such a console boy these days. But let's see here. Oh, this looks better than the Switch version. I'm running solid 43, 36 right now. I haven't gotten to a plan or anything, but anywho, I just wanted to see. I haven't really done that before. So, but yeah, very cool. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, definitely got that working now. But yeah, Steam games. I mean, I saw people running Cyberpunk. I'm not gonna run Cyberpunk myself, but someday. I mean, I have it and everything. Which it's funny. I own Cyberpunk on 4 platforms, and I still haven't played it yet. And I pre-ordered it on PS4. Man, like, oh, I'm such an idiot. I love it. Okay, but nonetheless, like my impression so far, like yeah, Crow was saying battery life was like the biggest thing that he didn't like. They didn't like. I could see that. I mean, I got like 6 to 7 hours of my without charging till I got down about 5%. But that was my initial setup, and I was copying. hundreds of gigs of data back and forth. So um, yeah, I mean, it's the battery life is going to get better, I think, as your system indexes and everything. But again, be honest here. If you're struggling with the MacBook Neo and it's not doing what you need it to, just I would return it and get a MacBook Air. I mean, that's the thing, like you don't need to piecemeal this device into your workflow just because it's new and cool. We all want to. The reality is, you can get a much better performing machine in a MacBook Air that's refurbished than you can a Neo, honestly. I mean, that's the if you're looking for a bargain, like price performance factors, your best bet is to get an M3 Air or an M4 Air with like 24 gigs of RAM or more and like 1 terabyte hard drive, and you probably spend about the same. But it's refurbished and it's not shiny, new, pretty colors. But for the most part, it'll be a good machine for you. But I mean, for anyone that's like new to Mac OS, or people that are kind of Mac Apple curious, which I have a real life example. Like I sold my iPad mini to my buddy. I'm like, and then he like messaged me back. He's like, "Yeah, I just got my first iPhone." He got an iPhone 16 just this weekend. Yeah, he's like, I'm kind of getting sick of Google and Android and the fact that we are the product to them, where advertising is Google's number one business, whereas Apple's advertising is like a distant five, six, seven down the road, if even. I mean, they've been, do their own ad stuff, but their focus is products and services more than advertising as a service. So, so he basically like, so I'm gonna probably be recommending to him. So I have a feeling his girlfriend, his wife, who's a creative and a teacher. Oh my God, she's a teacher. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her if she needs a new laptop. I'm gonna be like, you need to just get a Neo 512 with a Touch ID, because I'm gonna be selling my Apple TV 4K to him too here, because I realize I have so many damn input devices for everything that I don't need an Apple TV 4K. Like I have my PlayStation 5 Pro. I have multiple computers I could hook up, and I actually like my smart TV's built-in apps. I don't know why people are all about hating on Samsung's apps. I have an older Samsung, a 2019, and my built-in apps on this is before Samsung changed the GUI to be a full screen, just a CPU intensive piece of crap that lagged. So I love my Plex client on here, and then I sideload other clients like Titan Brew slash Titan Tube and Jellyfin. And then they have one of the best IPTV apps I've seen on any like TV that's a third party. Because every IPTV app, if you're into that world, is just shit. It's all these stupid fucking apps that are web wrappers that make you go to the company that's producing the app, their website, to then input your extreme codes and logins. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you my logins just to watch IPTV through your shitty app that's only a 7-day trial that's then set to be a $20 per month subscription. Fuck off, yo. So if you're looking for a good IPTV app native to Titan OS, Samsung OS, look up MP3 IPTV. Yeah, it's the best and only one that actually works with locally. That wasn't it? Like this is I do not have like I was talking about this earlier. Like yeah, when you watch me, you see what happens when people that aren't YouTubers that just do this for fun. What happens? Like I mean, I mean, I can't believe my OBS actually remembered my login credentials this time. Like I usually got to reset that up every time for some reason. So, but no, that's like I reason why I like to do these at times. It's just it's for me it's a good mental health just to talk and to rant and rave about technology. And I just like to let people see like an insight of a person like me who's been into technology since the late 90s, like early adopter for the last 25 years of anything that's come out that's major, augmented reality. Oh, yeah, I've been doing that forever. VR. Well, I never got into VR much because I did, but I didn't. Drones, did all that stuff. I'm not even into that anymore. Because I knew the regulations. Like, I was doing drones when I could fly my drone 3,000 feet in the air. Don't tell the FAA. That is fucking amazing actually seeing a drone that high up. Like, yeah, awesomeness. But yeah, so far though, I mean, I don't really have any complaints. Like last night, I was sitting on my couch with this thing, and the realization came to me. Like I was sitting there because I'm old. I've had laptops since well, they're laptops. And you could never, my day, back in the old days, up till the last 5 years, you could not. It was dangerous to sit on your couch or bed with a laptop and a blanket and just putting it on. You know why? There, it would block all the fans, and your laptop would literally start overheating. So I was sitting on my couch, like trying to move my legs, and I'm like, wait a second, there's no fan in this laptop or exhaust vents. I don't need to worry about it. So this is Windows budget machines. Oh, they got fans. They got their exhaust vents are usually right here. So when you put this thing down on a bed or something, there ain't no airflow because it's a piece of crap and the airflow sucks anyways. All the Windows ones. So another bonus, you don't got to worry about overheating by blocking vents like kids, or stuff like that. I've had that happen. We had an attorney that had a Lenovo X1 Yoga back in the day that they thought shut down, but it was literally on in their bag. All the vents were blocked, and by the time they pulled it out, it was almost like it was super hot to the touch, and her bag started melting her purse inside. Yeah, fanless designs, man. You don't realize until you got it. And the chip again in the 16, the A18 Pro chip it is very beefy, like really good, really good. So, um, I'm gonna put a crazy estimate out here. What is it? March 14th? I'm gonna guess by April 1st, we hear that Apple sold over 1 million Neos in a month. Easy. Like their stock is gonna go crazy, like down the road here. Cause this not only is setting them up for the next 6 months, this is setting them up for the next decade. Like this is Apple's way to literally get back into education. Like they lost the education sector to Chromebooks and Android. But prior to that, it was all Apple. Apple was in all the schools and they would give discounts to schools and everything. And this little Neo, the way it's built, I mean, you've seen all, if you are a fan of a Neo, you've seen all the teardown videos, and it is, as a guy that fixes computers, it's a dream. Like, I didn't think they would do it. Like, I remember all the glue in the old machines, like, even the 2015 to 2019 era MacBooks, they were just glued together. A piece of aluminum with everything glued in and hardly any screws. Yeah. So good job. It's probably related to the European right to repair. Good job, Europe. Wish us Americans could get that working. Stupid John Deere and all our corporations. They don't want you repairing your stuff because you don't know anything in America. Literally. Hell, we're not even citizens in America sometimes, even if we're adopted and naturalized, according to certain parties in our fascists in our country. Okay, we're not going to do that. But so yeah, I mean, I haven't, I mean, I don't know what to say really. There's nothing bad to say. I mean, it's exactly what I expected it. I kept my bar low, expectations low. The delivery was exactly what I was hoping for, but I didn't want to over oversell the performance and what it could do before I actually got it. And yeah, like it's 3 seconds and you're into your computer. I mean, that's like any modern computer now almost. Like it blows my mind that people don't like people get annoyed with a computer taking like 15 seconds to boot up and log in. Like, oh, sweet child of summer, or whatever you say that derogatory kind of saying. You have no idea. Like, you kids got freaking SSDs and flash memory, man. I grew up on hard disk drives. Like, I had the first MacBook Air. Like, I was a tech blogger dude. The dudes that were running the company literally bought one on launch, and then there were like 3 months later they had a revision to it. I think it was an upgrade. They wanted to get it. No, they wanted the SSD versions because they had the crappy plattered version. So they basically gave it to me as part of my salary for that month. And you're 17, dude. Yeah, if you have any questions about the old world of tech, you know the hype about the 90s and 2000s. That's that's my life. I lived that life. I was my life. The 90s lives on my shelf over here of all the things I had from that era. Like, I mean, there's the thing is people are romanticizing it, like everyone. Like every era, like people like to romanticize the 1800s and the westerns. Oh, dude, that was a shitty fucking era. Yeah, in the movies that's great, but the reality was it sucked. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't as good as people want to think it was. Like, if a modern person went back to the 1800s, you would have a very bad time. A very bad time. It wasn't great, especially if you're not white or male. You're gonna have a very bad time in most things if you're in America. But so yeah, like I had the MacBook Air, the first one. I literally swapped out the SSD in it. I mean, I'm that guy. I did a video on it too, and did performance boot up specs of it. And yeah, the first MacBook Air was a crap. It was beautiful physically, design wise, performance wise. It was a piece of crap. It would. I mean, at the time, everything kind of sucked because that was the time we were in. I mean, 2012. I want to no 2010 era. So the problem was that the GPU and the thermal throttling of Intel chips in that thing was the horrible thing. Like you would watch one YouTube video for 2 minutes and that fan would ramp up and just stutter. So like it was bad. I even swapped out the PATA drive with an SSD at the time, which was a Samsung one, and it was oh my god, the world's slowest SSD, like barely faster than a 5400 RPM hard disk drive. So and then I bought the 11-inch MacBook Air back in the day, and I upgraded that hard drive in that to a 2 terabytes. So I was rocking 2 terabytes in a MacBook Air 11-inch 2015 model back in 2018. And I finally actually just sold that last year for $300 to someone online and that needed a cheap machine. And I basically sold it to them with boot camp set up and everything. So I think they're pretty happy. I haven't heard from them yet in a while. So and then of course I got my M1 Max last year. Like I literally didn't get into Apple Silicon until like 2025. Like I was that guy that was like, "Oh, it's overrated, it's hyped." Even though I saw the benchmarks, I'm like, "Oh, those benchmarks are rigged." And then I fucking get my M1 Max. I'm just like, "Wow!" Like performance wise, I have no need to upgrade my main M1 Max here for at least another 5 years. Which, on a side note, the Neo, I think, has done a great thing for all the older M chips in that it's extended support for another 5 years at least. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't know how Apple's going to justify dropping support for older M1, M2 series MacBooks and Pros and Airs. Because the reality is, it's the performance wise, I mean, performance wise, this and my M1 Mac. I mean, yeah, I mean, if they can support this thing with 8 gigs of RAM, because I thought 8 gigs of RAM would be the cutoff point for macOS updates going forward. Totally ate my words on that one. No, I think this is the era finally where macOS overtakes Windows and consumer OS. If Microsoft keeps doing what it's doing right now, which is destroying their own brand, like destroying their own identity, uh, yeah, they make it just too easy for us, to not want to ever use Windows again. And people are like, "Oh, you're just a Mac fanboy." No, I'm not, dude. Look at this. Like, okay, hang on here. Let me get my so. Will this show up? I wonder. Hang on. Oh, yep. Me and my see. This is why I'm not a YouTuber. Can I capture this window here? I swear to God, they're really good. Like YouTube people, they definitely have to have staff that are just doing all this. That's funny. Like at trial, I worked at a law firm. They attorneys would literally have one guy that would run all the presentation stuff, which is really cool actually. If you want to be stressed out in life, that's a job you get. When you have a multi-million-dollar cases that are literally dependent upon you switching to the right slide at the right time. But it's pretty cool though. Actually, like I got to see a lot behind the scenes in law firms and trials and all that stuff, and it's a wild world. But anywho, so yeah, Windows 11. Why do I bet I can complain as much as I want about it because what do? I run it. I run it. I run a server. I run Plex on here. I run Docker containers. I run ersats, Jellyfin. I run basically two media servers because I'm afraid that Jellyfin's gonna or Plex is gonna be enshittified even worse than it is. But so anyhow, that's just why I think, I run all the operating systems. If you're a real techie guy, techie person, you kind of have to if you want to have any opinions on the other stuff. Because I feel it's just kind of pathetic when people complain about something they've never actually physically used on a day-to-day, daily basis. Like, I remember at work, like, we were a pure Windows shop, basically, except for iPhones and Blackberries and whatnot in the day. So like I learned Mac. I was playing around with Mac stuff at home because I was hackatoshing things, and yeah. So, but I don't know. It's world's crazy, man. But yeah, MacBook Neo, rocking. If you have, if you don't do any like hardcore video editing, coding, gaming, this is probably the laptop for you. That's going to be just fine. So, and it's a great entryway into macOS if you want to see what that's about. Yeah, I guess I don't really got much else today. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there while I had them and follow up since I've been posting all these pictures of it and everything. But yeah, this thing just the color though it is just gorgeous. I mean, see like how it's just the blue, the gray, and I was gonna put some stickers on here, but I'm deciding like, you know what? I don't need no stickers. I don't need no stickers. It's funny too. Like I like the trackpad a lot better because here's the thing. Like I have a MacBook Air or Mac M1 Max that's over there connected to a dock, and then I use one of these trackpads, Magic trackpads, whatever, with it, and also I'm a multi-input guy. Like I like to use a mouse once in a while or a touchpad depending on what precisions I have, and but I still prefer the physical click mechanisms in the touch. I don't like the force touch or whatever. Like it threw me off when I first started using it. But so yeah, any complaints about the MacBook Neo at the moment? Yeah, maybe backlit keyboard would be nice in the future, but not bad really. Like, I use the screen. I am getting older, so my eyes aren't as good, but I mean that would be the only thing I could think of really. Yeah, I mean more ports, but really, I don't think you need them. Like I'm for this kind of device at least. If this was like a professional device, yeah, you need more ports. That's Here's the thing, like the thing I always say is that, or people got to realize that this isn't a one size fits all device. This is a very specific device for very specific kind of people that they're targeting. But the reality is, a lot of us that they're not targeting can greatly benefit from it. Because I think this is a entry level device, or as I call it, a couch surfing travel companion device for the people that have the big setups at home. I mean, this would allow one to literally get an M1 or a Mac Mini M based one, and one of these, and have a really good setup for under $1,500. Like, really good setup at home and on the go, and everything would synchronize and all that. This thing basically allows, like, it's hard to think that you can get into the full Apple ecosystem for under $2,000, and that includes a watch, a phone, and a laptop. That's pretty damn good. Like, who would have thought 10 years ago that I would be saying this about Apple? I wouldn't. Because, I mean, Apple's always been premium. And they're like, hey, we like money. People like Macs. People like paying less money for Macs. Let's release the Neo. And the thing is, like, I think a lot of us geeks thought that we knew, I kind of had a feeling this was coming. I mean, it logically makes sense when you think about chip fab and productions. The fact that they have, oh God, God knows how many A18 Pro chips just laying in a bin. And the thing too, that another thing that people are mentioning, and I'll renote it or mention it again, is that these aren't like the perfect chips. People don't realize that these are A18 Pro chips that have one GPU core that maybe didn't meet performance levels to be put in an iPhone 16 Pro back in the day. So this is like what they call a bin chip, has one core that's maybe not performing up to speed, so they literally disable the core in the die and then just sell it with one less core. Um, AMD does the same thing. They did that recently with a 6 core CPU about 5, 6 years ago that literally had one or two cores that would freak out on it. So they literally disabled it in BIOS or firmware and then just sold them a lot cheaper just to get rid of stock. And you know what? They performed well. So basically, I mean, Apple is like, they're taking they're taking basically bad chips and making them into very usable machines. Like, brilliant. I mean, the only thing they probably had to remanufacture, invent was they had to get a new 3D like designer to make a new CAD unibody for this thing, and then all the rest of the stuff we see in the internals, they're just going to reuse that design philosophy down the lineup, starting with probably the what are we on right now? 5? M6 probably? I bet the M6 might be a fully Oh my God. Well, memory will never be because it's on chip memory. Just that's how they get the crazy memory bandwidth speeds they get. But you never know. Maybe they will make a user upgradable SSD laptop again. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. The last year you could do that was 2015 because that's the last MacBook Air I ever bought. Was a because I had a 2012 MacBook Air 11 inch, which oh man, it was showing its age back then. And then like 2018, I think it was, I bought that 2015 version and put a 2 terabyte drive in there, and then the last, like, I was at my, doing my caregiving at my mom's, and that little MacBook Air just, ooh, was showing its age hardcore. So I ended up getting a GPD Pocket 3 that had like the latest Intel Core i7 and 32 gigs DDR4 and 2 terabyte SSD, I think it was, PCIe 3 only, I think it was. But it was decent, but I realized I probably would have preferred this. But I like that GPD because it's tiny. It was an 8-inch computer, so I was into that for a while until I got old this last few years, and my eyes are like, yep, I need glasses. I need I need to do this now. When I look at stuff, I gotta take my glasses off to look at things close by. Oh man, techie, getting being a techie geek, getting older. Oh, I need flashlights around me more now at night. Like, it's funny, like as you get 40 years old, your eyes at night just aren't as good, like seeing things, so kind of crazy. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we yeah, there'll be a refresh next year. Given there's I mean it's appreciate it. Naturally, I am sorry if I'm not saying it right. I love every other country, people's names from other countries, man. We got kind of boring names. Where you got the people naming them their kids David is spelling like Daive or something crazy. I feel sorry for those kids that get the weird spelling of a normal name. It's like, why are you trying to be so unique? It's just gonna make it hard for the damn kids. But yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, next year. Let's see, what do we get? March? Yeah, a bit about next year this time. A19 Pro, 12 gigs RAM, 512, 1 terabyte options. Oh, and cellular options. Next year we'll get that. Who knows? I don't know. See, that's the thing, you start adding more and more and more upgrades and features to these machines, and then you're pricing it you're kind of like making it more than what people really need again. You're, defeating the purpose of what this device is. This is an entry level, minimalistic MacBook to get you going and do what you need. It's like, and all the us power users are like, oh God, I'd love a touchscreen, maybe some backlit keys. Oh, you know what? It'd be nice if it was a little more memory too. And then at that point, you just gotta be like, you should just buy a MacBook Air or Pro. I mean, that's really what it is. If that's the things you're looking for eventually, Don't do like I did. Try to make something work as it wasn't intended to be used as. Like me trying to make an iPad Mini 7 work like a MacBook on my couch with a Bluetooth keyboard. Yeah, I was destined never to have that work really. So I learned. And, like I said last night, setting up my machine, I was on Reddit responding to the comments, and I didn't have to get up to go sit here. I could do it all from my couch on this. Only time I had to get up though was I had to compare some settings I had set up on my video apps I have. I'm like, oh crap, what was the settings? So basically now I have this little guy is like a portable workflow of my beast here. So I just tested out like ripping or converting an audio stream from my MKV file into AC3 and then remuxing it back, and it worked. It was slower, but it worked. The fact that I can just do that on my couch while I'm surfing in the back, have that run in the background and surf the web and watch TV. Yeah, it's a winner. Big winner. Leadership. Ooh, my name meant that in English too, actually. Leadership or success or something. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Oh, thanks, man. I always get it's so weird though. Like I realize with YouTube, I think people just like to hear other people talk. I do. I like to hear people knowledgeable on like subject matter talk about stuff, I guess. The main thing is to have, I think my goal is I usually stop my streams when I start just not having anything to talk about. I'm just rambling. So, I mean, it's easy. I could go hours and hours and talking about nothing, but I try not to be that person. However, I will talk and walk while I get more coffee over here because I, you know, I've only had a pot of coffee today. Got to get to my 2 to 2.5 pot limit. I should probably actually look into if that's really bad for my health or not. But oh well, what you gonna do? Hell yeah, dude. That's one thing you don't gotta worry about me is I am not. Oh, sorry. Oh, by the way, this YouTube channel is sponsored by me. Nobody but me. Fuck you, YouTubers. I get it. You want to make money doing YouTube, and I watch your stuff, but come on. The sponsors YouTubers pick are the shadiest fucking products ever, yo. Okay, all those delete me stuff out there. Don't pay people to do that. Do it yourself. Okay, we're off topic now. Yeah, I've basically been helping all my friends like get themselves off the internet from old stuff. Like I always tell my friend, I like to actually, it's a challenge I have them. I'm like, okay, guys, I got a challenge for you. If you can find more than 5 web references to me, my real name in real life on the internet, I will do whatever you need done for free next time for your computer stuff. They still pay me, even though I don't. Actually, I do a barter system for my tech work. I like to trade tech work for cookies or steaks or pies. Yeah, people like money. I like good food. I don't know. So yeah, it's like okay. Let me see here. I'm trying to think. There's got to be some like I know there's more like negatives too. Like you're not gonna game on you can game on it, but it isn't gonna be great. Um, So yeah, I mean, like emulation though, I'm gonna set up RetroArch on my little Neo here, and that's gonna be just fine. I'll actually try out PlayStation 2 and GameCube later on too, since I got my where I put my little guy at? Oh, he's over there. My little Retroid Pocket 6 these days. That's see, I mean, for me, I don't really need the game because I have a PS5 Pro there. Then I have my Retroid Pocket 6 on the couch over there, and that basically covers every game system from yeah, everything from bottom all the way up to PS5 Pro. I guess the only thing I can't do is PS3, which I kind of can on Android 13 with was it PSXE? I think it is, or I can't remember the name of the emulator now. They've been giving updates to it. I think we're gonna see PS3 emulation really start flourishing again because we're seeing all these awesome handhelds, Android ones out there. Good job, Android, on capturing retro gaming being the default to go to. I used to always buy like devices with the full operating system on it. Like, let's for example, yogas, they would sell those with Android or Windows. Back in the day, I'd always get the Windows version, and then I realized now after the fact that I should just want the Android because yeah, the Windows is more powerful, but it's so much more overhead with the operating system running on top of it, along with the CPUs. Yeah, just I realized I went back and got the Android versions because they're just more efficient, much more efficient. And the fact is, I could install these programs in Windows versions of like that two-in-one I had. But the fact is, I installed the programs, but I never used them. So again, another reason why this is. We always talk about all the things we could or want to do with it, but we need to focus on the things we actually do with it. You know, like I realized that last night as I was setting up my little bag for this. Like I have a hang on, I'll do that. No one else shows bags they're using. The world's best tablet sleeve is made by Lenovo of all people. This thing here is a 13-inch Lenovo sleeve. It's got like a nice big zipper here. You can put a bunch of crap in, and it's really nice on the inside. It's got this soft like a felt interior. The best thing is this thing on Amazon, $15. Boom, ba-dum. Okay, so there, plenty of room. This is like fits my MacBook Pro 14-inch perfectly. I bought another one of these. I thought it was gonna fit perfectly based on dimensions that I measured. And the moment I put it in there and then put all my accessories in the pouches on the outside, too small. I'm like, oh. So I went to Whole Foods today and dropped off my case, even though it was a $15 sleeve. But yeah, no, this Lenovo man, it's very solid. Like I like this a lot. It has nice protection, and it actually like in the inside you'll see too, it has like an actual border, so it will wrap like your laptop will sit in that. Like yeah, so oh my God, the accessory world for the MacBook Neo is gonna be fucking wild and awesome. There's gonna be so much fun stuff coming out, people. Oh my God. Um, yeah, like there was no cases at launch because no one knew this was coming out. Like Apple just was literally like a mic drop, like, oh, by the way, how about a $600 MacBook that runs a A18 Pro chip? Okay. I mean, I saw like the video release like literally an hour after release, and I'm like, holy shit. What? No. So I was getting so frustrated that day actually with my iPad mini on my couch. I'm like, I'm so sick of this thing. I just need to sell this and maybe I'll just go buy like a refurbished M2 Air or M1. Sure enough, I'm like, what? A Neo. And I'm like, wait, I told myself I wasn't gonna buy more tech. Oh, I'm so bad. And what did I do? I bought that Retroid Pocket 6, and now I got a Neo. But they have built-in speakers too, so I like to set it up so I can use this speaker as my left speaker. This monitor is my right speaker, and all that synchronizes really nicely with better display. So random top off topics there. Yeah, if you have questions about any utilities for Mac stuff, man, drop them in the comments because I consider myself a pretty heavy power Mac user. I mean, I'm the Windows guy that went a full hardcore power Windows user to Mac OS, and that's dramatic, dude. Trying to change your workflow to match a new operating system, especially for me, it was hard because I do automation stuff. Like my big thing is not having to manually do crap. Like if I can automate it and it's or semi-automate it, I'm gonna. So like I used to have like context menu stuff always happening. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. My mouse isn't showing right now. Eh, another day. It's boring. Nonetheless, yeah, Windows people going over to Mac, it's going to be a little change, I tell you. Windows management, file management will be the biggest change, I think, for most people to get used to. The big thing for me was to kind of like, I guess, I had to figure out how I use like better snap tool it's called, so I could set my edges on my screen to drag, and then I could snap it there, and it would automatically resize to let's say full screen or up in here a quarter, or a half screen. And once I did that, that was a lot easier. And then there's a lot of things like tweaks you have to do in Mac OS to kind of get it to work like Windows. But then again, if other people say, why are you trying to make an operating system something it's not and just adapt to what it is, which I get that. Yes and no. It's nice, it is good to adapt to the new operating system. It might be a more efficient way to do things, but at the same time, the recreation of that muscle memory, probably ain't worth it at times either. Like when you can do something just instantaneously, you're like, oh, then you go to a new machine and you try to do the same thing. You're like, oh, crap. It's worth a half an hour to figure out how to get it to work just like it did previously. If you can, that is. So that's the thing. Um, Keyboard wise, it's funny. Like I haven't typed on a MacBook keyboard in a while, and I realized I don't. My angle is weird, so I'm so used to using like a mechanical, Logitech or whatever. Which I love mechanical keyboards. They're loud as hell, but man, that feeling of typing is good stuff. But yeah, the keyboard good. Again, it's just me getting used to it, and I'm sitting in my couch like very not ergonomically, like this typing. I'm like, why isn't it typing well? Oh, hang on, let me sit up and be proper. Oh, funny thing too, USB ports, yo. Here's the plan. Here's the deal. Just think of the USB 2.0 port as your charging port. Don't complain about it. Whatever. It is what it is. It's cost cutting, man. I mean, this USB port is probably the same one they used on this iPhone 16 because they had a lot of those ports around. Again, this laptop probably besides the shell is all just reused last year's stuff, like, and they make it look shiny and everyone wants it, which is brilliant. Like Apple's marketing. Like I was faltering with Apple for a while there until between 2015 and 2020, Apple kind of lost the plot, like on everything. But I think the reason why they lost the plot is they were planning this long-term plan that they're planning this what we're seeing right now. Like this is the long game of Apple Silicon. This is the long game of Apple being sick of Intel limiting what their machines could do, basically because of the thermal throttling of the CPUs in the day and just the inefficiencies. So I mean, think about the time back in the day, 2015 to 2020, you did not see yearly CPU chipset upgrades in the MacBook models. Like you could literally buy a 2017 MacBook Pro in the day, and it would have a chipset and processor from 2015, 3-year-old CPU chipset. It was at that point that everyone in the tech sector started thinking that, damn, is Apple going to leave like laptops altogether and just be iPhones, iPads only? No, they weren't. They were plotting. They were thinking they were planning so heavily in the back end. Like they were building out Apple Silicon chips factories, getting that going, and then setting up the roadmap for the future of Apple without Intel. Intel was literally the Achilles heel of Apple. It was their savior initially with Intel CPUs from the PowerPC era, but then eventually it kind of just plateaued, and all Intel is doing is just throwing more power at stuff and not making anything more efficient. What does throwing more power at something do without making efficiencies? You get fucking thermal throttling because it gets so hot. And that's why Apple didn't redesign any of those machines for 5 years. They were like, no, we're done. We're gonna blow away the world here. And when they released like the first M1 chip back in the day, like I thought for sure, like I was watching reviews of that. I'm like, nah, it's bullshit. There's no way. And I thought that forever. Like, I can't believe I went that long without an M1, without an Apple Silicon. And now I'm like, dude, crazy. Like, My 6 year old, no, 5 year, no, oh my God, 5 year old M1 Max feels like a brand new machine still. Like there's not a single performance, like there's nothing I could throw up besides, crossover gaming. But if Apple was smart, which I think they're gonna, I think the next wave of Apple's phase, going off track here, here's what's gonna happen next year, peoples. It's gonna be the shock and awe, I'm gonna call it, of Apple just saying to Microsoft and all the Windows machines out there, like, Apple, they're gonna get serious about gaming next year, and it's gonna be the end of Windows. That's the only thing holding Windows up nowadays is corporations, enterprises, which honestly, everything's web based nowadays, web based. So I mean, do you really need a stupid Windows piece of shit machine that's gonna fucking die and get blue screened of death? Again, you saw I run Windows 11 Pro at home here, and I run Linux too a little bit, not much, but so I'm a mixed OS household. We're very open here. We like to, cater to everybody. Hell, we even run a little Raspberry Pi OS once in a while for fun. And, I got a laptop back there. It's still running Windows 98 SE. Oh, wait, no, I upgraded to XP recently. Mm, that was a great OS. After the first service pack, of course. So that was the thing, with Windows machines, Windows operating systems was the initial release of every Windows operating system was usually pure shit until you got SP1. And it's funny, like, I think Microsoft took that personally, and that's why they renamed what the updates are. Because all of us techers like, well, SP1 should be coming soon, and then we can recommend this to actually use it. So, but yeah, it's funny though. It's funny now. I wonder if people are still mad about the Tahoe thing. Like, Reddit is always fun because everyone that posts on Reddit is, they're angry. I try not to be. I try to be the geeky hippie dude, like, oh man, everything's so cool, yo. You just gotta try it this way, and they'll be all fine. I don't know. I go on Reddit and answer people's questions to prove to people that the internet is real. At least I am. I'm one of the people out there answering questions. That's one thing I don't like about the modern era is that knowledge is being siloed behind closed systems and abandoned systems, and we don't have, like, trying to find, like, Facebook fucking groups ruined tech support and posting of it and finding it down the road. And now AI is trying to ruin it too because AI is just a shitty fucking web search, really. AI is like a drunk 5-year-old trying to look for some adult topics. I feel like. I'm like, dude, like, all the stupid browsers, web search engines give you that summary at the top of like, hey, AI says you should do that. I'm like, dude, you don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about. AI doesn't know context. It does, but it doesn't. It's just it's basically just the same kind of AI right now. The modelings they're using are literally from the 80s, and all they're doing is just fucking throwing way more horsepower at it, and it's way better then. But then it hits a limit, which we've hit, because what they're trying to do is not intelligence. AI will never learn intelligence the way we're doing it. The current methods and models are, yeah, it's good at mimicking, it's good at a pattern recognition, but there's no way it can understand the context of the questions being asked and retaining those. I don't know. I play with it, so that's just my thoughts. I ain't no LLM expert or anything. I just run some models locally and chat with it. Like, that alarmed me. Like, I almost fell down the first week of doing AI LLMs. I almost fell down the trap of the chatbot. Because the problem with AI, unless you're, for new people using it at least, is that, like, it will make you feel like you're the smartest fucking person in the world when you're not. I know I'm not the smart. I'm not that smart. I'm clever, but I ain't brilliant. And the way the AI chatbots are like praising me and my thoughts, I'm like, this ain't right. So that's like, I at that moment I'm like, nope, no more chatting with you, because no matter what I say, you tell me I'm brilliant. Even if it's stupid, and I'm purposely trying to make it not brilliant. So I mean that's why I Definitely don't want to use AI for mental health stuff. I don't. I feel we've seen already, like, the negative consequences of that. I mean, it just goes rogue. So, and the funny thing is, companies that were, trying to say that, oh, we're firing all these people because of AI and efficiencies. Nah, they're just firing people because they want to make more money. And then they're gonna and basically what they want to do is they want to fire people right now and then hire them back for cheaper. That's fucking dirty. The government should be involved right now. There should be every government should be like fucking finding the shit out of every company right now. It's like, oh yeah, we just fired 5,000 people. Bah. And then we just gave our CEO a $20 million bonus this year because he fired 5,000 people. Do the rich people not see what's going on here? Like, we're getting to the eat the rich moment in society. Like, you guys, there is no social contract anymore. You guys, the rich and the elites and the corporations have violated social contract. And that is not good. Because when we have a breakdown of the social contract, the things that we, let slide and allow to happen to keep an organized society moving forward. Well, when one part of society up here stops playing by the rules, what do you think happens down here? Do they not realize there's more of us than them? And that the them up here, they have money, they have influence, they have power, but do they actually have skills? No. So they have to hire. That's why they want robots. Because they know the help, if shit hits the fan, they got to go to bunkers. The help's going to kill them and take their bunkers. Obviously. Like, and the fact is, the rich people, they're fucking idiots besides what they made their money on. They don't know anything else. Like, there's some good ones out there. But the mainstream, like, rich people out there, Elon Musk, yeah, let's go see that motherfucker plant like a garden. Yeah, that's funny. So, kids, you got this. I'm fighting for you. This world isn't my world. I've already had my world, my chance. Now, this is your world. And you need to start standing up for it. Like, I get it. It sucks. Us old people fuck you all over. Like Gen X, boomers, yeah. And even us millennials, zennials, we're trying. We're trying though. Like, we recognize it. My friends and I, we all, well, they have kids, so obviously they're invested in your future because that's their kids' future. But me, I'm single. Don't plan to get married ever. Don't plan to ever have kids, but I'm gonna do what I can to fight for y'all, cause yeah, fuck the rich. Eat the rich. Soon, when there's no food to be eaten. Yeah, when the cake's a lie, right? Oh, that was a weird merging. Don't do these, they're dumb. Trust me, I'm an idiot, so. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. I kind of wonder though, I don't know. We're really gonna go off topic here. I still feel like, oh my God, what day was it? I want to say January 5th, 2020. I feel like I literally woke up in the wrong fucking universe. Like, everything that day when I woke up felt wrong and not right. And ever since, it's been fucking weird, the world. I don't know if y'all feel that too, if we somehow phase in parallel universes or some shit like that crazy. I mean, things are just that crazy anymore. I mean, look at us here in Minnesota. Look at behind me. I ain't no patriot, but man, I'm this fucking last 2 months in America. Holy shit. Like, Guy Fawkes, baby. Moment coming up here soon. So it feels weird to talk about like shit like this, technology, all those beautiful things when there's so much shit happening, bad shit happening in the world too. Like, I'm sorry, world. I just want to apologize to the world as an American. I do not support any of what we're doing right now. I voted for Kamala Harris, and fuck. Imagine if he would have won. It would have been a lot better world, wouldn't it? I bet we wouldn't be fighting in Iran. I bet the Epstein files would have been released. I bet a bunch of pedophiles would be in fucking jail and canceled fully. But no, some people in my country didn't want to vote or go out and vote. So Anywho, I'm digressing into politics. So I think that means I should probably call it here because I don't know. I ran out. I ran out. I ran out of things to talk about that are not too controversial and crazy. Um, but yeah, I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna get my controller, which will take. I could have did it right now. Pair my controller up to here. Play a little No Man's Sky on here. See how it plays for fun. Maybe throw on some more Switch games. Do some more emulation. Yeah, that problem right now with Switch on here is emulators. Like, if I could get the Eden version I have on Android on here, and it ran like it did on there, oh, dude, this thing would play every game fine. I mean, yeah, the only downfall, I don't know what's going on with Eden. I gotta check. I gotta go to their GitHub or wherever they have their repository and see if there's a known issue with certain types. I guess I haven't tried a different controller. Oh, it might be the 8-bit do controller I have. It's kind of a crappy thing, but so yeah, I'll probably do that. Play some Switch. Definitely gonna set up my RetroArch because hell yeah, dude, RetroArch's awesome. Like, yeah, this thing's gonna play like everything easily. Like, you want to play old games, dude? You can do that on anything. Whatever the iPhone 16 or iPhone 16 Pro could play, it's gonna play fine on here. I mean, there are people running Cyberpunk at what? It was getting almost 30 frames per second. But I mean, not ideal. Playable, kind of, but not ideal. But I mean, like games like Hades too, and like Octopath, and oh man, what am I playing? Sifu. You're not gonna have a problem, I imagine. I guess I'll have to try it out here. And then, yeah, I mean, emulation's gonna be good. Hell, any old DOS games, you could run that through crossover or whatever heroic launcher, no problem too. But yeah, my main goal though is I don't really game on my laptops. That's why I have consoles and handhelds now. So but I'll just test it for fun because, it's what I do. Yeah, it's funny. I realized, like, what game is it? Oh, Hades 2 on Switch for the Eden emulator. I'm so disappointed. Once you die, you can never play that. It never loads the game again. There's a bug in it with the emulator and how that game works where you can't ever get it to. Actually, once you die or get to a certain point, it'll just not ever play. It'll just be a blank screen. I was like so disappointed. So I had to update my video saying that, oh yeah, after I left here, you can't leave this place. But I mean, I can't complain. I'm playing hundreds of Switch games for free. Because, yeah, fuck Nintendo. Yeah. Old gamer. Old gamer. Fuck Nintendo. Trust me, young people. Like, yeah, I hate their C-suite philosophy, their mentality. They're just a bunch of idiots like Japan, Nintendo at least. Like they need to like leave the fucking island for maybe a couple months and realize what the world's like outside of Japan. I watch a lot of Japan videos because I'm Asian and curious about it. So, oh no, economics exam. Ugh. Oh my god, I was like an economics major for like half a year at college. I took macroeconomics in college. And I'm like, whew, yep. I think I'm gonna switch my major to philosophy. Well, good luck. Maybe I should end my stream so you can get to work, huh? No. I don't know. I always enjoy talking, y'all. You're fun. It's like the No Man's Sky streams. I enjoy that. Like, I realized there's a lot of younger people. Like, my demographics for my streams are weird. It's like mid 40s to 50s because that's what I am, and then it's under like 15 because I guess I'm like a youthful kid person. I guess or something. I don't know. Okay, I know it is. I'm just not mature at times, but I admit it. So. Oh yeah, as for the USB port too, I've been using like these little, I don't know, people all over, like it's some people would be like, "Oh, never use these USB oh dongle adapter things." Basically it makes it into like a MagSafe adapter. Let me get my other piece here. 1 second. Where did I put it? Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. There we go. Oh, there's my other toys. Okay. Yeah, I got actually a name brand one. At least I consider it to be a name brand one. It's what brand is it? Oh crap, I forgot what brand it is. Basically, it's a USB 4 with a magnetic tip. So yeah, and this one, people always say that, oh, it's going to short out your laptop. I'm like, well, if you buy the cheap ones that have metal poking out of it, but yeah, so I basically just put this sucker in the old. I always get baffled here into the just USB 2.0 port. So then, if I want to charge, I just hook up my cable and it sticks on there. Boop. And this adapter I have is a data and charge adapter. It does up to, holy shit, 40 gigs per second or 140-watt charging. So yeah, pretty nice. It's nice because it's like a breakaway. And actually, what I do too is I use this thing on my dock, so that way someone pulls a cable, it doesn't take the whole laptop with it. So there are cheaper ones out there too. I have like another bunch I bought on AliExpress, but I just use those for my cheap devices. But this one I think I got on Amazon. I paid like $25 for one of these and then two of those adapters. So that's an alternative way to, get MagSafe without MagSafe, I guess. I like it for convenience. So random stuff. Yeah, my goal with this MacBook Neo is not to buy 5,000 pieces of accessories. However, I'm still debating on it. Maybe let's see if you guys think here. Because I've been debating on stickers because I'm a freak. I love stickers. Like for my iPad Mini, I was all about I was kind of doing like a cyberpunk retro neo type of setup. So I would have like stickers like these kind of. These are really cool stickers I got on Etsy. This one group. Then like my hard drives I have matching. So I got like my M1 Max here. Looks pretty cool actually. And I got my PS5 one here. My other set of cables on there. Which looks neat. So I was thinking about like, oh, and I love this little hard drive. This is a 2 terabyte, has all my Switch games and all my Neo data. And this is my Time Machine backup. This is just a PCIe enclosure. I have a 2 terabyte drive in. Oh my god, I should sell my 2 terabyte PCIe. I bet I can make a killing. I have like, holy shit. I have like 20 terabytes of hard drives in this drawer down here. The drawer of drives. Like, I should, well, I kind of use them all though. It's funny though, too. I bought like an actual Thunderbolt 4 external drive, which I never use because I have 4 terabytes in my M1 Max and I have 41 terabytes over my NAS is over there. Yeah, it's funny. My friends are starting to get NAS curious now since they've been using my Plex setup I've been sharing with them. And a couple of them have like cabins. They're like, dude, can you help me set up one of these at our cabin? I'm like, you get out the pocket, the checkbook or credit card and buy the hardware and I'll set it all up for you and get you all the media. So good stuff. Oh my God, macroeconomics. Yeah. Thing is, though, the economic stuff, that's going to be, if you're younger, pay attention. It'll pay off and down the road. A lot of people have no idea how money works, man. Like, young people, learn to budget. Like, literally, right? Okay. Off topic rant as a geek. That y'all need to, like, write down what you're spending on stuff and keep track of it. Like, I'm blown away by people that pay more than $50 a month for your cell phone bill. You should not be paying more than $50 a month for anything cell phone wise, in my opinion, for one phone at least. Or, I mean, I pay $35 total a month for unlimited data with Visible, which is on the Verizon plan, unlimited data, unlimited hotspot, unlimited data, number share on my Apple Watch too. $35 a month for the next 26 months non-contract. I just got a discount for 26 months, which that's crazy. I think it's like now $45 for that deal, but still, I mean, $45 for not just an iPhone, but an Apple Watch cellular that has voice and data going on it too. That's a hell of a deal. I know people are paying $80. I'm like, dude, they're like, oh, I just haven't gotten around. Like, $80, dude, you can be saving $50 to five. That's like $600 a year you're saving. 6,000 a decade, and that's not including if prices were to go up on that plan they're already paying for. So yeah, literally take 1 hour, sit down with your cash apps, your checking accounts, write what you got coming in, write what you got going out, and hopefully what you got coming in is bigger than what you got going out. And never, ever, ever sign up for Klarna or any of that crap, that buy now, pay later shit. That's literally, that is just, it is so scammy. Here's my thoughts. If you got to use Klarna to buy something, you don't need to buy it. That's just all there is. Like when I grew up, my parents in the 80s and 90s, the availability of credit in the 80s and 90s was impossible to get. Like, there's mortgages were crazy high rates back then, but then again, at the same time, savings accounts were crazy high too. Like, you could get 15% savings, like AP or rates on savings accounts in the 80s. Like, just if I had that now, oh my god! Because I have money in the bank. I'm living the fire life right now because of my caregiving stuff and financial planning and some inheritance I got, and so I. This is my day to day right now. What you see is I feel weird. Like I live in a condo building with a bunch of older people, and I see them all the time during the day and the weekdays, and they kind of, I swear to God, they kind of give me a look like, shouldn't he be working? And then I just kind of want to tell them like, I don't need to work anymore. Well, for at least a few years here, I could. It'd be nice to probably have some money on the side, but you know what? I got everything I need for the time being, so I feel it's for me nowadays, my time is worth a lot of money. You know, I have a lot of time now. So weird. But I don't know. That's funny too. Like I always talk to the older people. Like I'm just curious. I don't ever tell them I'm retired really, but I was like asking them. So what are your plans for retirement? When do you want to retire? And then a lot of them are like, oh, you know what? I don't think I'll ever retire. I think I would just go crazy. I'm thinking to myself like, that's sad. That basically means like that person probably made work their identity in life forever, and without that identity, there's nothing they have. That might be extreme. People do love their jobs and passion for it, which I get. So I guess if you want to work until you die, that's your choice, and if it makes you happy, yay, good for you. Doesn't make me happy. I mean, actually, I thought about just getting a tech support job, like frontline level, because oh my god, I don't think because I would do my resume up so that they wouldn't know that I'm pretty geeky. Like they would hire me, and I could be their rock star tech guy like the first day. Because the thing is, like, my biggest asset to like technology is that I understand it all, but I understand people too. I'm very emotional intelligent. I mean, I was a caregiver for my mom for 5 years when she had dementia at the end there, and that was like the biggest thing when you're a caregiver is that it's like veterinarians too. You basically got to figure out what is going on with someone that maybe can't tell you what is going on, even though it's like kids, like babies. Like my buddy just had a baby, and he was talking about that. His like frustrations, like, yeah, it's just kids. They start crying. You don't know why they're crying, what they want. So you just kind of got to figure it out. And I was like, dude, yeah, that's exactly what end of life caregiving is like too. Where you, especially with like dementia, because they lose their speaking facilities and ability to portray their emotions even. So like the biggest thing for me in life nowadays is that if you really want to know what a person's feeling or going through, the first thing you do is you just look them in the eyes. Eyes don't lie. Like you cannot hide fear, anger, pain, anything in your eyes. If you look into someone's eyes and you think they're mad, but then it's like rapidly moving, they're angry. Like you can't hide stuff like that. There's tells. The human body has many tells for when you're not feeling right or stressed out or pissed or sad and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We really got off topic, life topic stuff, but so yeah, that's like baffled me. Like people that don't. Want to retire. I guess I have way too many hobbies. You know, some days I'm like, I admit it, like, yes, no. The day before yesterday, because I was waiting for my Neo to come, obviously. I literally just sat around. What did I do? Oh, I rearranged a couple shelves, did some cleaning, took a couple naps on my couch. It was so good. Like, it was a good day. And then I made some soup and talked to my buddy. Went down to visit him and his wife and their kid, and came back here and like surfed the web and went to bed at like 5 a.m. It's I don't know, like people that I always the funny thing too, like when people talk about early retirement, everybody wants to travel. Do they though? Do they really want to travel? Like in my job, I traveled a lot. Like I traveled for 10 years, I'd say I traveled every year about 10 to 15 times. I'd be out and about flying somewhere. And you know what? I have no inklings of wants to go anywhere right now. Like, why would I want to? Like, I guess I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I've gotten a little old. Maybe I got a little like hermity. But I mean, I go out and about every week, visit a friend somewhere, a relative, and today I was out and about buying boxes. Oh, random life tip, hack, maybe an unethical life tip. If you need boxes for anything, what you do is you go to FedEx, you get some of their boxes, and then you bring them up to go pay for them, and they'll tell you that they're free basically, and you just pay for the shipping when whatever's inside of it. And you're like, oh, I gotta bring it home. So yeah, I literally went to Best or FedEx to go buy some boxes for this. I have one of those Elon Musk's boring companies, not a flamethrower, and trying to find a box that it would fit in was impossible. So I'm like, oh, I'll just drop like 20 bucks on a box at FedEx. Went to one FedEx, the guy recommended me using like a TV one. I'm like, what? Like, and that box was gonna cost me 50 bucks. I'm like, I was looking to spend maybe 20. So I went to this other place, another FedEx, waited in line, a couple people budged in front of me. I'm like, I got nowhere to be today. I just got a stream maybe to do that one or two people watch. So I was in no hurry and get up there. I'm like, oh, yeah, I just need these two boxes. And she looks at me like, oh, you don't need to pay for those. You just pay for the shipping when you come back with them. I'm like, well, I didn't tell her, but I'm thinking to myself, but I'm not coming back. So thus I built a Frankenstein's box to put my not a flamethrower in, which I never used a single time ever. So there you go. Free boxes at FedEx. Just get the ones that you're supposed to use when you ship stuff out in the store there. So yeah, it's funny. I think we're supposed to get like a blizzard soon here. Let me see. I'm gonna check the weather. Blizzard warning, man. It's gonna be like I love it here. Let me. Can I pull this over to? I don't know. You know me. I'm just like not a very good streamer. So my setup is not the best here. I got too much crap going on, yo. Yeah, I was gonna try to do this stream on my Neo here, but then I realized like, too many. I'd have to have another monitor hookup. It's not my stream. If I do streaming on the Neo, it's just gonna be a straight up me and a webcam. That's all. Even though this isn't really anything fancy either. Like my fanciness is not very fancy. Let's see here. Okay, I was gonna. It's so weird. Like, what screen is it showing right now? Hang on. Is it this screen? I can't tell. I'm trying to figure out where that toolbar is. Oh, I had this problem before. I'm just gonna turn that off. Like it froze my display. I was watching a movie or something last time. I'm like, whatever. Whatever. No biggie. Yeah, historic March winter storms on track to bring extreme snow accumulations and strong winds. Ooh. When does it start? 10 p.m. tonight. Yeah, it's funny. The predictions for snow here in Minnesota and Minneapolis area, anywhere from 12 to 18 inches. Then I saw somewhere from like 5 to like 26. It's like, dude, seriously, if I want a job where I can just be fucking wrong all the time, I was just gonna be a meteorologist, yo. Like, oh, our models obviously were not in tune with the current atmospheric pressures and activity. Yeah, not a bad deal, huh? But I don't know if anyone has any questions about anything on anything. I guess what the hell, we'll throw a Q&A out there. Like I say, I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm honest. So I'll tell you what I think. Oh yeah, I was gonna just thoughts. I was thinking about doing this. I don't know. I'm looking at these and I'm like, I don't know. I got a bunch of like Transformer stickers. So I got like, oh, little Optimus Prime, and then I got a little. I think this would be the best one, the Decepticon, because of the color of the Indigo. But I'm just like, I don't know. It just looks so good and clean by itself. Let's see here. I'm trying. I was kind of looking. I'm like, I'd put it like this. So I don't know if I would. I mean, it looked pretty cool, but I feel like it'd be too. Hey, I'm 19 years old and I'm a script kiddie that's gonna hack your stuff. So I got those ones I was like thinking about. I was gonna put this actually on my Mini Cooper, but it's a little too big. So I wanted to be a Decepticon, my GP3. So I thought about that one, but then I had this classic. It's just white though. It's a The Answer to Life, 42, and I thought putting that in the corner maybe. So I don't know. And then of course I got this more cyberpunk type ones. Like let's see here. Man, I spent like $60. This thing here was like this little thing was full of these stickers I had. So like my iPad Mini I had set up with these ones. These are badass. This My iPad Mini looked really badass though. It had like these cyberpunk stickers on the back and yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it stickerless for now. If anything, I'll probably just get a Minneapolis skyline sticker on there again. That looks always classy. Like basically, it'd be like a skyline sticker right here, and then the app would look kind of like a moon. But anyhow, well, I think I don't want to go like get too political or get crazy and start drinking alcohol and have a hangover again. So I think we're gonna call it a night. So I'll give you my final wrap up. The Neo is exactly what I wanted it to be. I did not expect a M1 MacBook Air performing machine. I'm very close to it at least, which it is. It does web surfing great. It does my photo management great. If I want to edit one video, basic, I'm very basic. In iMovie, no problem. Takes a little longer to export. The solid state drive isn't as fast as an M1 Air or any of the MacBook Pros or even the iPads. It's cheaper. It's a budget laptop. It is what it is, but it's the best build quality you're gonna ever find a laptop like this size, this price at least. I mean, you'll never find. I mean, this is the cheapest Apple laptop ever made, which is hard to believe that they've been making them for how many years. Yeah. Even the iBooks back in the day were still $1,200. The MacBook Airs back in the day still 1,100, 1,099. So I mean, it is still the best value proposition. And honestly, for 90% of the public, this will be fine. You're not going to have any, you might have some slowdown once in a while doing too many things at once. But I mean, if you're worried, if you're going to be doing, you might as it's a tough one because you can easily get a refurbished MacBook Air M3 with 16 gigs of RAM, 512 storage for about the same price. So you got to figure out and that's the MacBook Air is going to give you way more performance down the road, or it's going to have a much higher top end that you can hit. So choose wisely. The good thing is that the resale market for MacBooks is excellent, especially these ones. So, anywho, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Y'all rock. Love y'all. Keep it geeky. Neo!